Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Shola's Mentorship Blueprint, the podcast where we explore how to unlock your true potential, step into leadership, and become the kind of person who doesn't wait for change, but creates it. I'm your host for today. My name remains Olushola Odubanjo. And today's episode, it's about something deeply personal and powerful: self-development and everyday leadership. You see, leadership isn't about a fancy corner office. It's about the decision you make every day, the mindset you carry, the energy you bring, and the courage you show, even when no one is watching. This episode is for the dreamers, the doers, and especially those of you who don't feel ready yet. Because the truth is, leadership doesn't wait, and neither should you. Now, let's start with this. What is leadership? What is your understanding of leadership? And I'm sure there are hundreds and thousands of definitions you've seen out there. When we hear the word leader, most of us think of CEOs, managers, politicians, public figures, managers in suits, or maybe someone with a microphone and a million followers. Yeah, that's what most people think. But honestly, that's a pretty limited view. Leadership is influence, it's ownership, and it's impact. And that can happen anywhere. It could be either in your family, your classroom, your sports team, your small business, your social media page, or even how you treat the coffee lady at your local coffee shop. It starts with a decision to show up differently, to say, I'm responsible for how I react, how I grow, and how I give. Example is the teenager who noticed in the school cafeteria they waste too much food and starts a campaign to donate leftovers to local shelters. That is actually leadership. Leadership driven by awareness and initiative. Or the coffee lady in the coffee shop who remembers her regulars, their names and orders, lifting their mood every morning or anytime they come in with kindness and a joke. That's leadership through presence and emotional intelligence. Or actually, the small business owner who actually pays fair wages, even when the margins are thin, because they believe in valuing people over profits. I would say that's leadership rooted in integrity. Or the barber who mentors young boys between haircuts, teaching them about confidence, respect, and showing up right. That's leadership to me. A quiet leadership, but powerful. It's about being intentional with your choices and your energy. That's real power. It's not about being the loudest in the room. It's about being intentional with your energy, your choices, and how you leave people feeling. Now, here's a hard truth that needs to be told, and it's also a liberating one. Nobody is coming to fix your life for you. Yeah, I've said it. Nobody is going to wake you up at 5 a.m. Nobody is going to read those books for you or practice your craft or make you believe in yourself. This is actually your own journey. You have to decide to get better. It has to be a personal decision. You need to decide to heal, to grow, to stop blaming and start building, to stop waiting and start moving. You're not lazy. You're actually just stuck in a loop that says, I'll start when I feel ready. But you won't feel ready. You'll feel scared. You will feel unassured. And that's okay. Leadership begins the moment you say, I don't know how yet, but I'm willing to try. Now, let's talk about fear. Fear is normal. Fear is actually human. But guess what? It's also a thief that steals your time, your potential, and your peace. Here's a thought. All that energy you spend worrying, what if I fail? What will people think? Can I even do this? What if you channel that same energy into starting? Taking one small step today, just one. Open that laptop, write the first paragraph, watch a tutorial, make a call, speak up, not perfectly, but intentionally. Don't waste your energy creating thousands of imaginary scenarios where things go wrong. Use it to build one real scenario where things go right. Because fear won't go away, but you can learn to walk forward anyway, with fear sitting quietly in the back seat. Now, let's talk about authentic self development. There is a lot of noise out there: morning routines, high performance tasks, endless podcasts, YouTube gurus. Don't get lost in the hype. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be honest and ask yourself, what am I pretending not to know? Where am I holding back? What do I really want? And then own it. If you're tired of your habits, change them. If you want to be more disciplined, start small. If you want more peace, protect your energy. If you want to be respected, show up with integrity, even when no one is watching. I keep on saying that. This isn't about trying to become someone else. It's about becoming more of who you really are without the self-doubt, the distraction, and the fear. That's where true confidence is built quietly, daily, authentically. So, how do you lead right now, even without a title, without a platform, without anyone telling you to go? Now, here is how. Be consistent, show up, keep your word, take initiative. Don't wait to be asked. Lift others. Leadership is service. Encourage, support. Keep learning, read, reflect, ask questions. Like, do hard things, not because it's easy, but because it builds grifts. Maybe you're a student, a stay-at-home parent, a retail worker, or a freelancer. It doesn't matter where you start. It matters how you show up. Someone out there is watching how you carry yourself. You're someone's role model, even if you don't know it yet. Now, let's bring this home a bit. Leadership doesn't begin when someone hands you a mic or a title. It begins the moment you decide, I'm going to do better, I'm going to be better, and I'm going to start now. Your own story matters. Your presence matters. The way you speak to yourself matters. So stop shrinking. Stop apologizing for wanting more. You don't have to wait to become a leader. You just have to decide. Today, I lead by how I love, how I act, and how I show up. That's leadership. And it's already in you. It actually lives in you. And you know what? None of it requires a title or permission. So whatever you do, whether it's teaching, cooking, selling, cleaning, coding, caring, creating, do it with heart. Own your own power. Empower others. And remember that you're a leader. Now, this brings us to the end of today's episode. If something resonated with you, don't let it stop here. Share it with a colleague, a friend, or someone who could use with a fresh perspective. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time. There are more powerful insights, meaningful conversations, and bold ideas coming soon, and you will not want to miss a moment. Until then, keep growing, keep going, and keep leading from wherever you are. Take care. Bye.